another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, wanted to talk a little bit about a controversial topic that I wanted to throw it to you guys and see what you thought about. And that is going to be not just in general, should you be able to buy power powder? That's kind of the discussion here, but I was thinking about a way that for these monthly mega crabs we could buy power powder. And there's a lot that goes into this, so we're going to dive on into that discussion today, guys. And I want to give a big shout out to the Chicken Coop 5, the 5-man chicken coop that we got here. Let's take a look at the members. We got Dutch, aka Duck, aka John, aka Johnny. We got Hero, which is red. We got Marty, aka the reason we're on the leaderboard. We got yours truly, the chicken guys, holding down the fort. They definitely couldn't do it without the chicken leading the way for sure. And then we got another red. So we got two reds. We got a Marty. We got a John, aka Duck, aka Dutch, and we got the chicken. So yeah, like look at the intel that the Ducks got there. So we recently hit number 33 on the leaderboard. Now, right now, it's the force point changeover, but look at this, guys. Like, we're just crushing it. Just crushing it. And the operations aren't even that hard. Like, honestly, the 5-man leaderboard, I feel like it needs to be a bit more of a challenge. Like, it's a little bit too easy for the chicken, but we're having fun, just kind of casually pushing up the leaderboard. Just doing it pretty easily. So let's show you some operation attacks. We'll just go over this whole operation really quickly, guys, and then We'll discuss while we watch this, while we watch a Marty hit, which is going to be fantastic. The hair in my mouth or something. That's kind of gross. But, should you be able to buy power powder? Now, why I bring this up? Because on the Mega Crab, if people are going to push, there's two ways to play the crab. You can play it for resources, you can play it for loot, or you can play it to get as far as you can, beat all your friends, try to get on the leaderboard, etc., etc. So, if you're trying to push on the crab, like, as an average player, I feel like, you can easily spend. I myself easily spend 100 power powder on these mega crabs. Like, it's not that hard to blast through powder if you're boosting as much as you physically can. But I mean, obviously there's ways to kind of manage it. You can, like, it's not like you have to spend 100 power powder. It's just if you want to play the crab as much as you can, you're gonna lose some powder. But the flip side is, you also gain a lot of power powder from the Mega Crab, right? Like, it's the only event in the game where power powder is actually available as loot from these bases that you take down. So, they're, like, depending on how the crabs work, like, usually I can spend 100, but I might also gain 100 back in the power stones and in the powders themselves. But, that being said, unless they come out and decide that the powder loot is going to stay the same, maybe it's going to be increased a little bit more, maybe it's going to be decreased a little bit more because these crabs are coming so frequently now. In my opinion, I don't think anything about the loot is going to change. I don't think they're really thinking that much about it. I think it's just a monthly mega crab. I don't think there's going to be any special twists. I think it's just the same mega crabs that we get. I don't know if there's going to be different gameplay mechanics or whatever, or if we're just going to be cycling through the Mega Turtle abilities for each one, but I feel like they're probably not going to adjust the loot, adjust the resources that we win, just because it's a monthly crab now. But that being said, like, I feel like it would be nice to have the option of just buying a little bit of power powder if you really, really wanted it. Like, say you were stuck in the crab and for whatever reason, you're running out of powder. Like right now, I only have 49 powders going into this crab. I know I still have a week to farm them up, which is what I'm going to try to do. But at the same time, like, that's not very many. Like, I could go through that in one day of crab hits, especially with the 1 hour regen time on the attacks. It's very easy to just boost and boost and boost and keep going. But I think it would be nice just to have that option. Like. And here's a couple different ways they could do it. One, they could just make it so you have to pay a lot for not very much. Like, maybe make it like $13 for like 3 or 5 powders, or they could have it so you could buy 50 for like 25 bucks, which I think everyone would love. But at the same time, you have to be concerned about the balance of the game. You have to think about leaderboards. Like, there's a lot that goes into it rather than just giving us power powder. And you don't want to make it so easily attainable that the leaderboard players can just continually buy powder not even really play the game and just have like the most boosted ice and make their bases almost impossible to take down. That wouldn't be fair either. So there's a lot of factors that go into it, but I really think that it would just be nice to have that option if people did want that. Like, I have no problem, personally, like, as someone that's not on the leaderboard, as someone that likes, like, attacking ice bases for the most part. Now, I'm not saying every base is going to be, like, completely max boosted ice. Like, there's a lot of offensive players until you get to higher up VP, where it's not really that insane to just give people more powder. It's not really going to make a massive difference. And like, it's not going to make your PvPs instantly harder just because people have an influx of powder. But I think just having that option would be cool. It's something that it's kind of a controversial topic. Like, every time I bring it up, people do typically say, like, that's not what we want. Like, we don't even want that option, just because we don't want, like we said before, players to have the option to just boost up their ice constantly without even having to play the game, and just making those bases even more annoying and harder to take down. I totally understand that. That's not how my personal opinion is on it. I would take that in trade for being able to buy the powder. And there's other different ways that they could maybe go about doing it. I don't know how the in-game code stuff works, but so I don't know if it's, like, actually feasible or not, is what I mean by that. But like, maybe they could make it so you buy powder, and it's only good for a certain period. Maybe you can't use it on ice statues. You know what I mean? Like, maybe for whatever reason, you can only use it on the Mega Crab. Maybe it's only good for 3 days. Like, something like that, I think would be really cool. Just to have as an option going forward. But let me know what you guys think of that down below in the comments. Maybe the chicken is way off on this one, guys. Maybe we're bang on. I'm sure everyone will let us know down below in the chat box. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about for today, guys. Just getting excited about the crab, and the one thing that would suck about the crab is if I didn't have any or like if you couldn't do your attacks to the best that you could, or you were hindered by just having a general lack of power powder. I think that would really kind of suck. It wouldn't really be fair either. But yeah, that's what the chicken thinks, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Definitely sound off about that. Make sure to tune in tonight. We are going to be doing the prototype defense reset live stream. That is a mouthful, but the prototypes are going to change. Is this finally the week where we're going to see the microwaver? We have 1 day, 9 hours before these guys swap over. Are we going to see the microwaver? Are we going to see the boom surprise? Are we finally going to see the Flotsam cannon? I mean, the sneak peeks for these things were out like a month ago, and nobody's seen how the Flotsam thing works. Nobody's even seen what it actually does. We've seen the microwaver. We've seen, obviously, we have the sky shield. We've seen the boom surprise. Not very much. We only saw it in 2 Mega Crab stages, but yeah, very excited. Looking forward to that, guys. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And I'll see you next one, guys. Check it out. Bye.